let's discuss all about mongooses, their species, where they live, and how they hunt. Mongooses are short-legged predators with elongated bushy tails, small pointed ears, and pointed noses. Most species have 5 toes on each foot and do not retract their claws. Their fur is typically grizzled or flecked with lighter grey, ranging from grey to brown. Some also have stripes, dark legs, and pale or ringed tails. Mongooses are tiny, agile mammals that are brave hunters, and they're most commonly found in Africa and southern Asia. Other notable characteristics of mongooses include long, hairy physiques with pointed faces and bushy tails. They belong to the Herpestidae family, together with civets and meerkats. Even though they resemble weasels impressively in form and habits, mongooses are classified as cat-like carnivores, while weasels are in the superfamily Caniforma, which are dog-like carnivores. Sizes of mongooses vary widely because there are so many different species. According to some sources, the dwarf mongoose is the smallest adult species at 17 to 24 centimeters or 7 to 10 inches in length, with a 15 to 20 centimeter or 6 to 8 inch tail. According to National Geographic, mongoose sizes range from the tiny mongoose, which is 7 inches or 18 centimeters long, to the Egyptian mongoose, which is 2 feet or 60 centimeters long. Excluding the tail, their head to body lengths range from 24 to 58 centimeters or 9.4 to 22.8 inches. They weigh between 320 grams or 11 ounces and 5 kgs or 11 pounds. There are roughly 33 species of mongoose, which are divided into 14 genera. The most prevalent are the 10 species of the genus Herpestes, including the Indian grey mongoose and the Egyptian mongoose of Africa and southern Europe. In terms of habitat, mongooses can survive in a variety of environments. In general, mongooses are land animals that are mainly found in Africa. While some species of mongoose live in big populations and are sociable, others live in isolation. But the biological adaptations of many species have allowed them to survive in a variety of settings. Some species have migrated outside their original habitat, but they are native to southern Europe, southern Asia, and Africa. Mongooses can be found in tropical forests and deserts, where they reside in burrows with intricate tunnel systems, or in trees. Some live in treetops, while some have been found to be semi-aquatic. The bushy-tailed mongoose dwells close to rivers and lowland forests. Diversity in mongooses, however, doesn't end at their habitats. It also extends to their feeding choices and hunting techniques. Mongooses are primarily carnivorous, but they are known to eat some plant material. Even though they have defenses against venomous snakes like cobras, which we will discuss in a bit, they frequently hunt smaller, easier prey. They predominantly feed on bird and reptile eggs, insects, earthworms, crabs, rodents, birds, lizards, and snakes. Mongooses are burrow-dwelling predators that prey on a variety of tiny creatures including rodents, birds, reptiles, frogs, insects, and worms. Fruits, nuts, and seeds are dietary additions for several species. They are skilled hunters, known to crack open bird eggs by tossing them with their forepaws toward a heavy item. Thanks to their ability to live in a variety of environments, from tropical forests to deserts and almost everywhere else, mongooses can hunt fish, crabs, and other aquatic prey with skill. The marsh mongoose is said to be particularly good at swimming and capable of diving for 15 seconds. Creativity is one quality a mongoose possesses in abundance. They have a variety of methods for cracking open bird eggs. One of their preferred methods of breaking eggs open is throwing it with its forepaws against objects. Mongooses hunt insects, birds, and mammals by placing their noses on the ground and sniffing until they find them. Then they either dig them out of the ground or wait for the insects to surface and grab them. In displaying their intelligence during hunting, dwarf mongooses use hornbills as hunting companions. The birds act as an additional set of eyes for the mongoose, alerting them to impending danger. In exchange, the hornbills gain from the insect prey that the mongooses dig up while foraging. What's more fascinating about this relationship is that the mongoose's tiny pups would play with the hornbills. Although they are the same size as other mammals that hornbills prey upon, it is surprising that they do not try to eat mongooses. Perhaps because they just really enjoy this incredible relationship. Sometimes hornbills have been seen in certain areas sitting outside the mongoose's dens early in the morning before they begin feeding. Humans have appreciated mongooses for their capacity to eliminate venomous snakes like cobras and adders since ancient times. Rudyard Kipling notably dramatized this attribute in his 1894 short story Rikki-Tikki-Tavi, which features the titular mongoose rescuing a human family from evil cobras. Mongooses are formidable opponents for snakes, as their speed and agility allow them to evade the fangs of snakes and launch fast assaults. Certain species have an additional benefit that enables them to continue fighting even after being bitten by a snake, whereas the venom would normally kill most animals of their size. Although some say that they are not totally immune to the venom, it has trouble attaching to their nicotinic acetylcholine receptors due to certain abnormalities in their nervous system, making the venom less effective. The swift and courageous mongoose is renowned for its propensity to combat and devour venomous snakes. They lure the snake to strike and then dash away to exhaust it. When the snake becomes exhausted, the mongoose can outmuscle it and utilize its strong bite to fracture the snake's skull. In addition to being swift, mongooses have thick skin and hair that offer some defense against the snake's fangs. Even though mongooses occasionally get bitten, researchers have discovered that they barely react to the venom of snakes. Alpha neurotoxin, which is one of the snake venom molecules, binds to receptor molecules that are present on the surface of muscle cells when a snake bites an animal and injects venom into it. These receptors are crucial due to the messages they get from the nerves, which instruct the muscles to contract or relax. However, the alpha neurotoxin in the snake's venom prevents the receptors from receiving these signals, which causes paralysis and eventually leads to death for the victim. These receptors are structured differently in mongooses, which prevents the snake venom from attaching to them and blocking the messages. Hence, the snake venom does not destroy the muscle cells, as they can still send and receive signals. The Indian grey mongoose is well known for its prowess against venomous snakes and has been observed taking on the king cobra. A receptor for acetylcholine is responsible for the mongoose's tolerance to snake venom. The slightly altered receptor aids in deflecting the venom away from the muscle cells of the mongoose without doing any damage. Due to their lack of fear of snakes, mongooses frequently use huge mambas as delectable afternoon snacks. A mongoose may be seen on a safari slithering up a tree and attacking a snake. They will consume the snake whole, including the venom sac, because the venom doesn't harm or negatively affect them like other animals. Humans have occasionally brought mongooses to new environments to eradicate rodents and snakes. Historically, this has failed in many cases. The mongooses failed to eradicate the pests and spread like wildfire, wreaking more havoc than the rats or snakes ever did. In the 19th century, the Javan mongoose was imported to numerous tropical islands worldwide to manage rodents at sugarcane plantations. With the exception of Lanai and Kauai, it continued to devastate native birds in Hawaii and is still a concern on all of the islands. 4 similar outcomes were seen elsewhere, from Fiji to the Caribbean. Despite their unique reputation for attacking venomous snakes, mongooses are not hostile towards humans, yet they occasionally do bite. A wound from a mongoose bite can result in streptococcal sepsis. You sure don't wish to get a bite from an animal that kills snakes. However, in the unlikely event, an early wide-spectrum antibiotic therapy and wound debridement can save one's life. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe for more animal videos.